Alright, hey, what's going on everybody? I'm GratuiTous and I got 25 more free presets for you guys to download. This one is called Advancement. Just check the links in the description for a download to this preset pack. During my days, I've been pretty busy, so what I've been doing for this time around is I've been actually waking up early in the morning before I kind of get like my day started, and I've been working on these presets. So, you know, this might be like a different kind of style of sounds, just because, you know, this is like when I just woke up and like my eyes are just like, you know. So these are the sounds here. You know, so my other one was Initial. This one is called Advancement. I got a whole bunch of basses in here, some kind of lead kind of sounds. I really like how the pads turned out in this pack. We're gonna go through the sounds. I'm gonna play them for you, and then I'll also play a little drum loop with some notes that I programmed in. We have some plucks, and we kind of have some like synth kind of sounds. I didn't really know what else to like label them as. So let's get into it, I guess. Okay, so our first one is called Boo Bap Bass Blam. It's kind of like a bass sound. So I'll go down lower on my octaves. Okay, next, this one is Rafflecopter. This one is called Sly Guy. This one is You Mean to Tell Me. A lot of times with bass lines, I do find that you can play them up high. A lot of times they could be like a lead on your track. So like a lot of times like you have like your actual song, you know, you have like your bass line, all like your kind of like chords and everything like that, but sometimes like your song's just missing like that one instrument. A lot of times I go to a bass line and play it up high, you know, even up higher. So, and that can many times be the missing element in a lot of my tracks. Okay, so we'll go to our next sound here. So now we're into some leads. Okay, so I'm just gonna play some chords for you guys. So Mother's Touch. This one sounds really, really gentle, kind of. Sounds really, really cool. Okay, next. So Never Give Up. Stick It to 'Em. Once we get into the actual drum loop, you guys will get a better taste of the sounds in like real world practice. This one's called Wake Up It's Morning. As you can tell, you know, I was programming these all like in the morning time. So what's it gonna take? I think we're into some pads now. So like I was saying, these pads, I really, really like how they turned out. So let's check them out. This is called Bring It Honey. Early Endeavors. So it's kind of got like a different sound to it. It's not super, super usable, but I find, you know, maybe just like that one random sound, or you're trying to be creative, you know, might just be like that one kind of sound. You know, it kind of has like a slow Russian sound. Same with this next one, it's kind of like that slow Russian. As you can see, I have like the same envelopes. I've just changed up how the actual sound sounds. Okay, so next, again, you know, I really like how these pads turned out. So this one's called Subtle Voices. And now we're getting into like some like plucks and stuff like that. So it'll be like plucks and synths, and then we'll get into like the little drum loop I've created. Okay, so this one's called Confident at Heart. The next one, Fill Me In. And if you find that like the effects are too much, you can just always dial them down or just remove them or whatever. On to the next plucked sound. glassy flavor. This one sounds really, really cool. You'll hear it. So when it comes to sound design, I think those kind of sounds are a lot of times described as glassy. That's why I labeled it that. So like. Okay, so such a time as this. This is actually from the Bible. It's to do with Esther. There's a book in the Bible called Esther, and it's like, yeah, it's an interesting story, and that's why I got that. Tell it as it is. Now into the synths. We got 3 more sounds. Softened edges. Kind of almost like trumpety. This is how you can kind of get like a trumpet sound with sound design. I think it's to do with like my filter. I think that's what I did. I forget, you know, just because like as I was doing sound design, you just kind of twiddle knobs and you kind of start working. But this is like what it sounds like. And last one, kind of like a wannabe organ. I think I thought this one was. I probably could have adjusted like the pan or like the level on that a little bit. With like an LFO, you can just like, or actually I already did. I just don't have it on crazy amounts. And then maybe on like this one too. And then maybe like a faster LFO. And we'll put that like on like level. And this is like, I think like more of like an organ sound. So just like that, so. So that's the reason why I didn't dial in tons of like pan, just because I find it's almost like too much. So here, let's go. So I'll just leave it as it is. But you know, if you wanted to just kind of make it more organ-y like, that's what you could do. It's like an LFO to like the level and pan, and probably other stuff too. But okay, so let's get into like this little drum loop I created. So I'm just going to go to the presets, and I'm just going to go lead, and this is like the drum loop. Okay, so here we go. So when it comes to like the pads, those are kind of hard because like it's such a fast tempo with quick chords, and pads are usually like long, drawn out sounds, you know. So we'll go to more plucks. So here we go. So that is my preset pack. Again, free download, 25 presets for SERUM. This one again is called Advancement. If you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description to download. You guys will be directed to my website, and a download button will be near the bottom of the page. So let me know what you think of the sounds. You know, I really want your feedback, because as I keep releasing these preset packs, it just keeps allowing me to keep practicing. And then if I get feedback from you, you know, I can kind of know what you like, what you don't like, and you know what's usable and what's not usable. I know for myself, like a lot of times, like when I use other people's preset packs, some of the sounds I'm just like, oh, like that's a sound that I could never use for myself in my own productions. But then there's some sounds where it's just like, those are like money, like those are like awesome sounds. For myself, I'm like a very, very emotional when I play music. Like, so, you know, I always like to pick chords that kind of blend with like a certain type of emotion. I don't know, that's just like my own personal preference. But anyways, yeah, so the download link is down below. Let me know what you think, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoy these presets.